So I only got a good couple minutes to do a video before I get dressed and leave. So, um, what am I gonna do first? Okay, let me just do the read real quick. Okay, so, mm, okay, we're gonna use these. All right, so I'm in a different atmosphere here. I'm sitting at my makeup table, um, but I'm supposed to be getting dressed. So if tourists come in, I might have to stop the video. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing okay. I appreciate you guys being here. I wanted to talk about this energy that I'm picking up on as somebody deflecting here. Like people, like something about stolen thrones or borrowed thrones. I feel like some people are sitting on these thrones until people are ready or available or wake up to take them back. So they have created, the Lord God has created something in the science lab that's in the likeness of what God has created originally. All right. I keep thinking about something about dragons and then clone versions of dragons and then Targaryens and clone versions of Targaryens. But the records show, we talk about in the Bible about somebody's acts or their works. People can judge me on what I say on my platform. And a lot of things that I say, I mean it. I have to come across that way because of the type of being that I am and the work that I'm here to do. But again, has anybody seen me hurting anybody or going after anybody or doing anything to anyone? So people can pile up accusations. I feel like there's a lot of deflecting here. There may be somebody that's in the limelight that has a lot of followers that are being lifted up by the people, right? But like I'll talk about that rock and then that stone or that mountain that's bigger that God has chosen. This is in the fact that, again, even in the Muslim culture, there's certain things, and I kind of looked up something after we talked last night, and then I put up something on Facebook that God is going to come judge these people. Now, I judge agendas. I'm not the one that go, like I said last night, because that could be me supposed to be doing my job by judging certain individuals or situations. Okay, situations. It's not my job to go around the country starting shit with people or opening up their houses and looking what's going on. I believe that there might be other entities or a source energy that does that. But if somebody is putting something out online, if they want to chase fame and put your shit out there publicly, and that's your choice, don't get mad. Just like I can't get mad by what somebody might misinterpret or something from what I'm saying on my channel. But we're talking about somebody that is taking what I do on my channel and then illegally recording me in my home trying to match up something or say I'm not who I am or whatever the fuck it is. That's totally different. So we have people that are in the upper so-called chambers, but they're really not. They're really low vibrating. They're just bought their way up in position, or they were planted there by science or whatever this is, by the Antichrist energy in order to make them seem some kind of way. But that's where they made a mistake, because you can judge my character, my works, my actions, my acts. All right? And you're not going to find any type of real criminal activity. Like when I was in New York, excuse me, because it's legal to smoke there, tourists bought me a joint. Okay? Now, I ended up finding that joint a minute ago in my backpack. But and it's something like well, residue of it. It was all broken up in there. But what I was saying is, what the fuck was I saying all the way? But like I said, other than something like that somebody say, ooh, but that's just nitpicking. You know what I'm saying? That's making something into something that is not. And I feel like that's what these people do a lot. Also, we're dealing with dual narratives here. So there are people that are trying to make something fit. So one of these clones could be my sister, cousin, daughter, something like this. If they took something from me or DNA from me to try to create these, or did they take them from me and my stepmother? It's a weird way that they took to create these beings here. All right, but the way they show up in society is very emotional, very unruly, trying to fight everyone You know, I think I was disturbed by seeing that image, you know, of somebody. We're just going to go ahead and put it like that. That I feel like somebody had to pull some glass out of somebody's neck or some shit like this. That's fucking crazy. Um, Shooting at people in cars when you could just walk the other way. These things are very violent. And anybody, that's what I'm saying. If you look at what is being praised today, especially when it comes to some of this thought music and these things of that nature, how dare these people be the ones that are in upper chambers judging me when this is what they put on display for the world. Now you can judge me off of what I say when I say off with their heads, or these people are domestic terrorists, whatever you want to do, but I'm not, there's no action here. Okay, in the name of Jesus, that means the universe, God, or something is going to come and, because I don't know where these people live. I don't know where, a lot of these people, I don't even know who they are that are sending this energy to me. I wouldn't even know where to find them, but they know where I am. So I was just thinking about that. These people could be very much in low self-esteem, in abusive situations that turn physical and violent right in front of the eyes of the people, but they're judging a family that has been shattered by spell work and by these particular type of people trying to make something fit that is not what it is. Now, there has been disorderly scenes over the past 2 years, but this is from a family where we can count on one hand 2 or 3 big arguments throughout the whole 20 something years that I've known this person, 20, 30 years. So, you know, it's something, you know, are people looking at the, just same thing with me not cooking for the past 2 years straight. Okay, the way the dynamic was food was not coming in the house like it was. We were going to the grocery store happily every weekend, filling up the cart and filling up the house with food, you know. But we also we're going through a slow empty nest energy too, because most of the 3 big girls are out of the house. It's just the one left. So it's been a very funny kind of time that I've been caught in this awakening. Okay, but again, let's not look back to the everyday cooking dinner for my tourist and bringing a plate and serving it to him for 20 something years plus. So again, do you understand what I'm saying? So people can come online and try to make it seem like, oh, look at a daily routine with me and my children. We do this and we do that, and oh, the maid is off, so I'm cooking. And I'm like, okay, yeah, right. But now you want to show this. And then we have this energy of people wanting to be automatic chefs. And oh, I cook, I'm in the kitchen. I'm a wifely person that's in the kitchen, and I serve these people for basketball games and all this shit. But again, like I said, I haven't had much, right? I've had a decent home to live in. I might not have had all the utensils and stuff that I needed when I was cooking dinner for my family, but I made sure they ate every single day. This is something new, me not cooking. So if somebody on the outside looking in is looking at me now, oh, well, damn, this bitch don't even cook, but I can cook. I can cook really well, okay? My dish is the dish that's talked about at any motherfucking potluck. So, you know, just to say that these are the games that people are playing to try to renege or try to block people from blessings or positions or opportunities. And how are you going to try to lift everything up that is filthy and knock down the one person that has a sense of purity? This makes me think that somebody is jealous of something. This makes me think about many things that have gone on in the past 3 to 4 years. That how did that happen? Because I was just having a thought, and I think somebody was talking about it in one of their videos. Oh, it was a man that was on on Facebook, and I think I posted his video. He's like, a lot of times it's these niggas out here knowing and seeing the potential in the female, and they trying to hurry up and get her pregnant or knocked up. See, these are people that deny or let other people drag you down. That's why these motherfuckers can't come back. Allow other motherfuckers to drag you down some kind of way or something, and don't do shit, don't shut them down. That's how I know you ain't the motherfucker for me, because the powerful motherfucker that would be connected to me, if this person was still here or still connected to me or whatever, that shit wasn't gonna be right. This is somebody that seen you operating on a certain level and they got jealous, or this is lovers or people, you know, background lovers that you didn't even know that you had, that's hating on your presence and how you showing up in the world, right? And they want to taint that. So these are people that will sit there and act like they didn't see somebody doing something and allow them to drag you in multiple different ways and not have nothing to say, while they lift up something that is, like I said, a beast. And I'm not talking about in a good way, because I'm a motherfucking beast, believe that, but not in that way. Okay? So I was just posting something about the dragons can't be enslaved, okay? right? So I feel like somebody could look at me as a dragon, maybe one of the ones that they took, that they saw fly really high and gracious and be able to settle shit and sit motherfuckers down with my content or what I was posting for the last couple of years, but then I'm waking up from the fire or from the ashes and not being able to be burned by whatever these people are doing, whatever boxes they're trying to put me in. There's no reason to, because I'm not going out there acting reckless, because I am confident, because I do still stand my ground. I don't run. I stand on what I say. You see what I'm saying? I'm not conceited, but I'm not going to let you play in my face, and I'm not going to let you think that I'm try to put some shit on me that, I don't know. It's just like, I call it standing your ground. I do love myself. I might not look like other people or something like this, or my body might not be fit or something, but I love myself to the core. Yeah, I think everybody on this earth might have one thing they want to change about themselves, but other than that, you know, one little insecurity or something. But I mean, other than that, I know how to put myself together when the fuck I want to, and I'm gonna look good. Okay? And so, you know, I think it's that dynamic of, in Hollywood for so long, everything had to look perfect or something in order for it to be, you know, but now people are being a little bit realer, but they still blocking people from being seen. But it's not these people's choice. That's the thing that I want to say. It's not these people's choice. And some of these feminine energies are trying to attach themselves to me. Okay? I feel like, again, this neck pain could have had something to do with somebody trying to penetrate me in some kind of way. What we saw in that book the other day with the serpents or whatever trying to intertwine on somebody's spine, somebody could have tried that shit, and it's not going to work, because you're not supposed to be trying to attach yourself. Nor, like I said, the fire or the heat that they bring in can't burn the fucking Targaryen. So that's what I'm saying. It's nonsense to just keep on trying to do this and trying to keep somebody down when they're going to keep on rising. But it shows you the difference between the untamed Lord God version of creatures that were created in the image of what God had already created, that people chose to, you know, because again, you don't have to be psychotic to bring order. You're actually bringing chaos. You can be straightforward and put your foot down and say what you mean, and it can come off ugly and mean as all the fuck it won't, but it's going to install or instill order. So again, ain't nobody about to be in charge of nothing, and they sitting there laughing and joking and smiling with you, and ain't ready to call out the first motherfucker that stepped out of line that's about to ruin their whole company or their empire with their actions. Somebody that would be in a lesser position than me is not going to come to fucking sit me down when I'm orderly. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. Okay, so we got the Knight of Pentacles here. Somebody could be holding back on somebody's finances or something. Now, again, some of these people that are lifted up to a certain level in society or on social media, they are the ones that are holding back these finances that some of your ancestors could have crossed over. They could have passed on. They could have left this planet, something like this. And they had contact with these other people that already have been in the public eye. They maybe weren't connected to you because a lot of these people are karmics or people under the stairs or people that were in the background. They're trying to invade the kingdom and act as though they are the ones sitting on the throne, and that they choose what my destiny is when mine has already been chosen before these people been born. You understand? People talking about somebody is a pedophile and touch on kids, but that's what these people are doing, because while someone is in, you could be 40 years and back in your mother's womb. You see what I'm saying? When they said, Jesus, how can you know, be born of the water? How can you be back in your mother's womb? It's a certain time where I feel like there's a council that is watching over people. Somebody is trying to force a delivery or something on someone. So somebody could be 21 years old and they already been through this process, and somebody could be 41 years old and they're just now going through it. So if somebody like one of these out of order energies are younger than me or seemingly, some of them are also older energies, like your grandmother is trying to come back and rain on your shit in another form, trying to still take your divine masculines and shit, and they already then crossed over, you know, and they coming back in a younger vassal and trying to redo the shit again on your turn, you know. So when I'm talking about that being in the womb or whatever, we're talking about supposed to be being in an Ouroboros energy where nobody's supposed to be touching you, or you're supposed to be learning or coming into a certain level or something like this. So if these energies from above are coming in and penetrating or forcing or poking or piercing or trying to give you some type of antidotes or vaccines or disease or something like that, that is not what these people should be already put in chains and dragged back down to the pits and held there until another day of judgment, or some of them will never be seen again. Okay? or for 1,000 years or whatever. That's how you cleanse the earth. So when people acting stupid because you done lay down with a demon and you don't know how to get rid of it, and you done knocked out the one person that's supposed to be healing the earth of these energies and pointing them out, do you understand what I'm saying? What have you really done? So when God said, what have you done? What did you do, Adam? You understand what I'm saying? This is the kind of shit that we're talking about. So actually, these are pedophiles because they are trying to penetrate or trying to manipulate a situation of somebody when they're in that Ouroboros stage, or when they're supposed to be growing or learning or getting some type of nourishment or some type of some type of upgrade or something like this. So there could be a 25-year-old or 21-year-old young lady that's being unruly, and she is trying to go into her sister or mother's energy while she's in the womb to harvest or suck or take energy from that person, and you're messing up somebody else's growth. So that would make you a pedophile, because to me a pedophile is two things: somebody that actually touched the private parts of a child, and somebody who is touching the assets of a person that's in the Ouroboros field, or a child to a certain era that we're in, or that they entering into their life, right? So you will learn about these trust funds, these inheritance from your star family members, or your supposedly crossed over family members that just have been hanging in the background, that they're calling ancestors, that might just have changed their appearance or changed their location and live somewhere else, and they've been building something up for you to have. Especially knowing that some of us would be afflicted. Some of us, they wanted us to have a free reign because they know we're already disciplined. We already been grew up. God been our daddy and our mama our whole fucking life. So again, I'm not going out there. I'm not going out of my way to hurt nobody. I'm not finding out where a bitch lives so I can go beat her up and drag her out of her house. So because she messing with a nigga that, if he doing that, why are you coming to this woman's house doing that? Why are you jealous? So this could be also energy where if these people have had some kind of sleeping spell or something on me for the past 15 years to make me tired or drained because they've been sucking my energy, now they're trying to do this to at least one of my daughters, and it would be the daughter that people would consider the beauty of the family. They all gorgeous to me, but she has a certain glow up about herself, and this happened to be the one that ended up having a baby at a young age. Okay. And I feel like and it's just funny because this person that came in, I was just wondering about this today. Was that a whole penetration of this attack? Because that's when everything in this family started to go haywire. Okay? Is when this young man came in and this happened. On her first time. It's kind of like the thing that happened on, what is that show called? With old girl, and it was an older person, okay, an older gentleman, okay, or man, oh man, with John and damn, I can't remember the girl from Sweet 16 or whatever. What am I thinking about? This show was called? I can't remember, but the little girl, the young girl, went to band camp or whatever, and she ended up getting pregnant there, okay? And then it showed the tribulations of her and her boyfriend or whatever, on and off, trying to raise the child together with her family and his family and all this stuff. It was one of my favorite shows, okay? And me and my daughter watched it throughout her whole pregnancy, okay? So yeah, this is the things that I'm talking about. So are some of these entities jealous of my daughter, or were they jealous of her come up, or they knew that it was my family's time to rise, and somebody did something to throw a axe or something in? You know, you have to think about this, because these people don't just make this shit up one day. This already been cold calculated, all right, to stop somebody's growth or something, okay? So we have the Knight of Pentacles here, okay? And then some of these people are acting tough. They know that they are like a phantom in the night to some of us that are still in this, what you can see, grounded position, or we haven't elevated into like a successful lifestyle. What would be considered that in society? We're everyday so-called people still, but we may have these natural gifts and abilities, or we may be something tapped in, but they want us to use our energy and brain power to keep something moving. But these are the people that you're going to be seeing still in our energy and being on TV like they're famous and everything like this, you know. And I feel like that's not right. We have Justice here, so they're basically taking somebody's shine. And we got justice again when I cut the deck. All right. And again, they know the ins and out of the game, the real shit behind the scenes. So like I said, somebody can be the same age, but the other bitch could be older, and she could be the one that's being celebrated in social media, right? Being uplifted by those particular people, having a large following. And then they smiling in your face and everything, and you find out this is one of the most demonic siren energies. They're not mermaids, they're actually sirens or sewer maidens. This could also be some of these people that were in a tethered energy, and they're up now with like the movie Us, and now they're in these high profile situations or something, and they're going in and attacking. This could even be like the mother or the sisters, but you didn't know that these people existed. Satan deceived the whole world, including these children, making them think that you liked the children that you was raising up next to you, and you didn't care about, but you didn't know you had these children. I didn't know I had these children. I didn't know, that somebody was swapping out my children at 7 or 2 or 3 years old, and that these was not my actual children. I love them unconditionally still. But I'm starting to see traits, especially in my youngest now, where I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And they may be also trying to instill those traits in this child. Okay, a little bit of disrespect to the 10th to power and shit like this. So and then that's the child that they're gonna pick to bring up to the not 1%, but up in society, is the ones that are disrespectful or rude, or you might catch like I think the other day my daughter like bumped into me or something because she was mad, and I'm like, what the even last night I was in a lot of pain and I couldn't get up because my neck was hurting. And then I was like, can you go get this? I really can't move right now. Can you go get one of those water bottle things that you make with the heat? And she just was still just acting like she was ignoring me. And it just like, I don't know if they swapped out this child again, but it's like an insensitive energy, and it just shows up randomly. So like I said, I feel like some of this is spell work. It may not be you'll notice that it's not the regular. Because if one thing about this child, she's concerned about me or her mother. She's afraid to be taken from me or something like this. So, to see that and to see it's not matching up here. You see me in this much pain and you actually don't want to come do one thing for me that's going to take 10 seconds. I can tell when they're doing spell work on these children. So I'm like, okay, somebody talking about touching children, and these bitches is touching children and trying to manipulate them or do MK Ultra on them or whatever they're doing. I don't know if it's to embarrass the parent, to make it seem like this child should be more in charge than their parent. I don't know what this is, but I'm just very observant, and we talk about the things. And just because I'm claiming to be a god or a son of God energy doesn't mean that challenges are not going to come. It doesn't mean that somebody could have done brainwashing or mental something on me at some point in time. We have to realize that. Because these people creating firmaments or barriers around certain people so they can get away with murder. Literally. And then, like I told you last night, make up false cases in their fake courts. But these people should not be judging nobody. They're in competition with you. How should they be judging you? Again, a lot of these people are transgender on another level. I feel like I was someone that was formed in a special way before I was placed on this planet. We're not talking about people that chose to change their sex or whatever. And I want to talk about this with transgenders real quick. We didn't even get to the cards. Let's just get this out the way. Because I feel a kind of way. I feel like people feel like I'm saying, even though I know LGBT is part of the Antichrist and I know they after me low key. I have to say, this is not a war against transgenders and whatever other groups. This is just pointing out the fact. Because the thing is, we're all here and we should be able to know how to get along with each other. My thing is to call out the agendas that are above this, not actually the individuals. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like it's something in the water. You can't blame the people for something being in the water. But what you can do is kind of bring something down a notch and root it or ground it again and let people know. Because it's almost like these people feel like a lot of transgender, I feel they get very emotional or very aggressive automatically when you say anything about this. So I'm noticing that again, the reason why some of these people do change themselves, okay, is maybe we are dealing with races or groups that have been, they're stuck here on the planet, or they have been here for a long time, and maybe someone or something or themselves or a certain society makes these people think that it's best that now you have to have a new life, now you have to change your identity and fit in, or change, wear a mask or something. But why can't these people just be who they are and still just continue on? You know, maybe it makes me think about this movie that I saw a while back, and the girl was like 100 something years old, and they was trying to paint her out to be bad, but because about like, oh, you're lying about who you are or something. But the whole story was she was a certain individual that was stuck here for a month. She wasn't actually really wanting to lie to people. She wasn't wanting to be running. She wasn't wanting to be, you know, it's something like chasing her every time that she had to leave. And if, and I said, even if there's somebody like that on this planet right now, somebody didn't know. You know, some of these people don't know. They've been brainwashed. They don't know that they had a family already somewhere else or whatever. You know, it's hard to explain, because I feel like, again, people are afraid to talk about the different type of energies that are here on this planet. And that none of them should be under attack. We attack regular people that's just trying to do the best they can with what they have or what they know, more than we do the people that are harming these people, or the people that, you know, swapped and went a different way and wanted to harm people. You know, again, we have the burdens in reverse here. Uh-oh, I'm about to get in trouble. You got the Ten of Pentacles with victory out here. I'm not targeting any group of people. You know what I'm saying? I don't think any group of people deserves to be, or any one person needs to be singled out and done something like this too. I don't think corporations and businesses, because there's good and bad and ugly with everything. I just think that there has to be some type of order. And I feel like these people dismissing people that they know are supposed to be a certain, you're not doing anything but harming what God has wanted to do with making a better world or something like this for everybody. So it's obvious that we're dealing with energies, again, that can't be, I don't know. Some of these people have to be bound. Some of these entities have to be bound. It's just what it seemed like to me. And as soon as I said that, we got this Temperance card. I don't know why this card keeps showing back up in this deck. Okay. What else did I want to put in here real quick? Because I do got to hurry up and get in the shower. I didn't even get to pull the cards, but it's okay. We just did what we did, okay? What was I going to say? So yeah, a lot of these energies are people deflecting. They're also trying to put their burdens, or like I said yesterday, somebody trying to put, you might even have partners or something, but somebody trying to put their body count on somebody else. Like, damn, bitch, I already got my own shit to deal with over here that I got to face, you know, at some point in time with source, you know. Or, you know, maybe not. Maybe because some people are healing. Maybe that's why some people thought that you were some kind of way or something, but you still was able to make it to a certain level because you was doing your work with God. That's not nobody's business what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, it could be a situation that you in at the time or something, but again, we are dealing with different type of energies that are in all of us. And this is what I talk about. Like, if there was some damage being done out in the West, which looks kind of like, there's an Indian culture or something that used to be there, like India. It's like, if you look at some of their buildings and stuff, they're very sexual, Kama Sutra. So again, when Christianity came in, and I was just thinking about this because I posted something about Africa, Christianity, a certain version of Christianity or something started in Africa. But if you think about it, could that have been them coming crashing in on this land? Hold on, I'm almost done. That long ago, with this aspect to stop us from being with each other, you know, attacking that sexual level here, all right, and intervening and bringing themselves in as those type of partners to mess up or mix up the seed. I mean, it's something to think about. But anyways, y'all, okay, I just got in trouble. I'll be back.